First and foremost, I want to give all glory and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Talk a little bit about just like the days of Noah. We already previously already did a class about this through the spirit of YAHAWASHI to be able to talk about it again, but for new people that's subscribing, all praise to the Most High, that you are being edified in these last days to find out you are God's chosen people, the Israelites. So I don't want to take too long, but start here in Matthew 24:36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. So don't ever let nobody deceive you saying that they know when Christ, who they call Christ, Hamashiach, is going to make his second return. No man knows the time or hour. No man. No, not the angels. Not even the angels that stand round about the throne of Yahawah and Yahawashai. But my Father only the Most High God, Yahawah, only he knows the perfect day, he knows the perfect day to send Yahawashai. So don't ever let nobody deceive you in these last days, because there's a lot of doctrines and all these things going out. Only, just worry about following after who they call who they call Christ, Hamashiach, Yahawashai. Trusting in the Lord, following his commandments, and understanding his word. It says, but as the days of Noah, if you see Noah, don't be confused. It's talking about Noah. It says word. But as the days of Noah, word, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. I just want to talk a little bit about this Ecclesiastes. All praise to the Most High, Yahawashai, that they put in the brother Spirit. Nashan, he did a wonderful live lesson about regeneration, hell, and he talked a little bit about that. If you're more than welcome to go back and watch that, click out this video, get the understanding, and come back. But it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9, it says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So when the Messiah prophesied of this, he said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So regeneration is real. Your spirit, yes, has been on this earth many times probably. However, the Most High God regenerated our spirits back on this earth. So it said, just like the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So in these last days, don't be surprised when you're seeing all these things going on in this world. The same things that's going on right now is the same things that were happening in the days of Noah. That's why the Bible said this. I'm going to read the next verse. It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? See, we get the confusion just because we're in Babylon the Great. That we see people, we see our women half dressed, we see our men sagging, we see people doing God knows what. We say, this generation different. No, this is the same thing that's been going on since the beginning of creation. Anything that's been going on, that's going on now in this world, this is the same thing that's been going on since the beginning of creation. And then it says it had been already of old time. So women have dressed. They've been doing that. Trust me. When the Messiah was walking the earth, trust me, those women probably have dressed. There was probably Israelites, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Guess what? In the hoods, sagging, smoking weed. All this ain't. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's been going on now has been already back then in biblical days, ancient times. I'm going to read that again. It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. So don't ever be, when you go out looking at things like, oh, this is different. Nah, this been going on since the beginning of creation. So like the Messiah prophesied in Matthew 24, that just but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. When Noah was focused on building that ark, he was he was in the spirit, and just like how all them people got taken away by surprise, it's gonna be the same way when the Messiah come back. It's gonna take the world by surprise. So that's why we always need to make sure that we repenting, that we praying, that we actually seeking the Most High God through His Son in these last days. It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Because as you see today, people are what? Eating, they're drinking, they're marrying, they're giving in marriage. This is all the same thing. It's just, there's no new thing under the sun. It's just when the Messiah makes his return, it's going to be the same as that way. Just like how Noah, got in the ark and the earth flooded. It's going to be the same way with YAHAWASHI. When the bombs drop, when this place is getting destroyed, it's just going to be just like the same way. It says, and knew not until the flood came. It's the same way. People don't believe this truth. They don't want the understanding. It says, and took them all away. So it's going to be the same way. 2/3 of Israel, sadly, is not going to make it. And I pray to the Most High that that's nobody's lot to be the 2/3. It says, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. It's going to be the exact same way how Noah, that's it on that. But the exact same way that Noah, when he got into the ark, it's going to be the exact same way with the Son of Man when he makes his second return. I want to go into Genesis and read on the account with Genesis chapter 6. And it says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man. That's why it says in Psalms 82 verse 6, I have said, ye are gods. The Most High God never wanted us to die. It's when we chose to sin, when sin happened, when Eve and Adam, that's when death came into the world. That's when sin came into this world. We used to live forever. Now we only live to 120 years, and it's going to say it. It says, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Let me skip down. Right here. And it says, and the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. That's deep. It says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. So just how Noah found grace, you can find grace by what? Keeping the Most High God's commandments. Being that light for our people. And right here. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with the Most High. Let me get verse 11. It says, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, YAHAWAH, and the earth was filled with violence. It's the exact same way. Isn't the earth filled with violence? Aren't people killing one another? Isn't there robbing? Isn't there prostitution? Isn't there all these things going on? And God, YAHAWAH, looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. You only corrupting your way if you're not keeping the Most High God's commandments. And it says, and God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. So you can go back and read this, this whole account. I ain't going to go too deep into it, but you can read the whole thing. It's actually pretty good. It lets you know that the exact same way how the Messiah prophesied that when he makes his second return, it's going to be just like what? The days of Noah. So if you want to read about the days of Noah, Genesis 6 through 7, I think, 6 through 7, you can read about that. It says, Mark 13, verse 32, it says, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Even YAHAWASHI said it himself. I don't even know the day. The Father only knows the day that he's going to make YAHAWASHI come back. It says, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. So in these last days, we want to actually make sure that we watching and praying, because I even had to get on my own self. I don't want to be slipping, because that day that the Most High sends YAHAWASHI back and you slipping, guess what? You're going to get your judgment. We don't want to be wicked in these last days. It says, for the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. It says, watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. The Yahawashi gave us some basically like a little basically like he's like telling you when he can come. He can come at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. He can come any time of the day. You could be at your job. You can just clock into your job at whatever time, 6, 9, 10:30. You can clock in at your job, and guess what? Yahawashi can come back just like that. That's why we always need to make sure that we doing this thing in sincerity and in truth. And I'm talking to myself too. It says, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. What is that sleeping talking about? Let me get Romans chapter 13. Basic precepts, you know what I'm saying, that we always need to keep going over. You know, you always still need the milk. You know, we don't need to get on the meat. We need to get this milk. It says Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. That sleep is what? Spiritual sleeping. Man, you out here slipping. You ain't keeping the commandments. You know? Let's get it. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. What's the armor of light? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23, it says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So keeping God's commandments is you putting on that armor of light. You know what I'm saying? And you walking in darkness spiritually by not keeping the Most High God's commandments. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. That's how cold the Messiah left this. He left Mark 13 on. He left Mark chapter 13 like that. He said, watch. He didn't say go out there and do what you want to do. He said, watch. He said, what I say unto you, I say unto all. I'm talking to all Israel. Watch. Watch. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Because you don't want to have your lot. And guess what? And it's and it's death and destruction. Salakia. But this is a little picture I had created. You know what I'm saying? I borrowed the first one from a brother, you know what I'm saying, the real Hebrew Israelite, shout out that brother. And this one I borrowed from Monazak at GMS. You know, I borrowed these two pictures, you know, just in case for no copyrights or anything, you know what I'm saying. I just borrowed these two pictures just for educational purposes. But always all praise go to Yahawah and his son Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? So it says, just like the days of Noah were, you know what I'm saying, they were eating and drinking. You got to think, all these people that laughed at Noah, they scorned him. They didn't think he know what he was talking about. You know, and the Messiah said, just like the same way when he makes his second return. You know what I'm saying? Just like the days of Noah. Let me get that one more time so I can just leave this in somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? But don't I'm not saying that's the Messiah. I'm saying that just to give you a picture of what the Messiah was talking about. You know, it says let me go back. Let's see. Yeah, right here. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So think about this. Just like the days of Noah, they didn't want to listen. The earth had to get flooded. It's going to be the same way when Yahawashi makes his second return. That's why I say I'm going to leave it like this. You know, this is edifying. First and foremost, I always want to give all glory and honor to Yahawah and his son Yahawashi. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharella.